I was never really a runner. The way I see running is a gift, especially when you have stage 4 cancer. I'm Anne. I'm running the Boston Marathon, presented by Bank of America. I run for Dana-Farber Cancer Institute to give people like me a chance to thrive in life, even with cancer.
Join Bank of America in helping Anne's cause. Give if you can at BofA.com/supportAnne. What would you like the power to do? References to charitable organizations is not an endorsement by Bank of America Corporation. Copyright 2025.
Hi, and welcome to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. My name is Bill Moore. I am a food truck business trainer, author of Food Truck 101, Beginner to Winner, and Food Truck 201, Get Off the Truck. This podcast is all about helping you start and grow your food truck business. According to a self-proclaimed king of food trucks consultant, there are 9 steps that successful food truck owners must do, and here is his direct quote. I've identified 9 things that successful food truck owners have in place. I'll give you a hint. Number 1, menu. Number 2, numbers. Number 3, dream team. Number 4, systems. Number 5, location. Number 6, branding. Number 7, photography. Number 8, internet. Number 9, marketing and advertising. That's how I've personally generated 7 figures in sales. Okay, that is a list, and it almost sounds impressive. Let's start with that last part, the easy part. Generated 7 figures in sales. This consultant does explain that occurred over 2 years. So what that means is he averaged $500,000 each of those 2 years to be able to obtain that 7-figure minimum qualification of $1 million in sales. $500,000 puts you in the middle to upper echelon of food trucks. Bragworthy, but certainly having to say generated 7 figures in sales, but it was over 2 years is really just disingenuous. 1 million in sales is the goal, but it's an annual sales goal. Spreading it out over 2 years just to be able to say 7 figures, well, like I said, it's disingenuous. You can string enough years together of $100,000 in sales to brag, I hit 7 figures, but it took you 10 years to do it. I can promise you 10 years of $100,000 annually is way more of a struggle to pay bills. And it's way more of a struggle to pay yourself than hitting $1 million in a single year. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Because I'm sure you're going, well, duh, Bill, who doesn't know that? So let's break apart this teaser list and save you a whole bunch of time, and I'll save you $600. Menu. That was number 1 on the list. Seems obvious starting point, right? I mean, well, we can't make a sale unless we have food to sell. Except that's not really the starting point. Based on this list, the starting point would be systems. Systems are the methodology of how things are done on the food truck. Each ingredient you purchase must have a quality standard and a written procedure explaining the details on purchasing, storage, prep, cook, hold, assembly, and presentation long before your menu is finalized. Part of the systems process would be testing your menu, gathering feedback on your menu before it's ever finalized, and in tweaking those procedures, then you finalize it, then you start to cost it. Okay, so that means menu is next? And no. That would be numbers. You cannot price your menu until you have a good grasp on all the business numbers. And I do mean all the business numbers. I talked about this last week in the business plan podcast that I did all last week. You need to know every single number, and those numbers are impacted by the sales or lack of sales. You have to determine your food cost goal percentage long before you start to price your menu. Now understand this food cost goal is heavily influenced by your area's economy and the places from which you will be selling. That is a part of location, which is number 5 on the consultant's list. A good location has foot traffic, high visibility, and is in a desirable location that people will frequent. Can you be the sole attraction? Absolutely. But here's the question. How deep are your pockets? Because building up frequency takes time if you're the only reason people are coming to that part of town. So the economy influences your ability to price something. Ideally, you're going to go where the economy is booming in your neighborhood or in your city or in your county, and you're going to where the rich folks live, but not everybody can do that. Okay, so once you have a food cost goal, then and only then can you price your menu. Now you can price your menu and create your menu design, and I've talked about menu design before on the podcast, but here's the short version. The menu would feature your most profitable item in a way that draws attention. That's what menu design is, laying out the menu visually to get people to buy certain things. This featured section narrows down the choices and speeds up speed of service. And in people that are actually in the food industry, refer to that as SOS, speed of service. And if you notice, I didn't read SOS or speed of service on that consultants list. How about the dream team? Recruiting good people is important. Finding them is difficult thanks to many, many factors in today's economy. Where can you find good people? Well, you can't. You train people to become good and then you motivate them to be great. Here's a couple things to consider. You can hire teenagers. Not just any teenagers. The ones that have a dream of owning a business, that already want to be in hospitality. Look at those programs that are at your high school, your VOTEC, your community college. Those kids already want to learn about it. They will do a decent job if you train them, but you got to train them. If you have no clue what you're doing, guess what? Neither will they. You can also look at your church, your coworkers, your neighbors, people that you know that need a job, and all you got to do is train them. You have a network, use it. Create your dream team, but you don't hire a dream team. You train good people to become great. On the consultant list of 6 through 9, all of those are the same thing. It's like shredding lettuce to put it on a sandwich so the sandwich looks bigger. So we're just going to add on a bunch of names to a list so the list becomes longer. So number 6, branding. Number 7, photography. Number 8, the internet. And number 9, marketing and advertising, all fall under the broader marketing category. Basically, we're just padding a list. Think of branding as if your business is a person. What's their favorite color to wear? Those colors become your brand palette. How do they sign their name? That becomes your official font. What's their personality? Is it sassy, professional, laid back, outspoken? Those become your voice on social media and your business culture on your side of the pickup window. Okay, so photography again is marketing, putting your food and your business in the best possible light, both literally and figuratively. Making your food look awesome for the camera is easy, but you got to think in terms of how you want your product to look right before someone bites into it, because that's what you're going to be selling every single day. Not those photographs that take 15 minutes to stage. The real trick here is not photography. The real trick is making every single product, every single day you're in operation, making that product picture perfect. That falls back to what? Standards. It falls back to procedures that are balanced with a culture of personal responsibility for results. The internet, that's on his list. Seriously though? It's 2022. That's like saying a food truck must have a road to drive on or a lot to park in. I mean, how are you listening to this podcast? It's on the internet. How did you find the consultant in the first place? Facebook, which is on what? The internet. Using the internet is not a key to anything. Your social media on the internet, however, is a key. That falls back to branding, to create posts and having systems defining the frequency of those posts, answering comments, encouraging reviews. Social media is just a party line from the phone company. And if you don't know what a party line is, look it up. That's all social media is. Marketing is ongoing. Every time you turn on your open sign, you're marketing. Every guest your cashier forgot to offer the loyalty sign up is a missed marketing opportunity. Every sandwich that you make is marketing. Every social media post, both personal and professional, is marketing. Every in-person interaction you have while you're wearing your business uniform is marketing. Go shopping in your uniform? Yep, that's marketing. Visit local businesses and invite employees to check out your food truck? That's marketing. Every post on Facebook, every ad you place, every radio station you visit, everything you do in the name of your business is marketing, and it's ongoing. And it certainly is not number 9 on a list anywhere. Understand all the moving parts of a food truck business must be in place, and in place under the most efficient order that allows you to make the most money with the least amount of effort. I want to see all of y'all succeed. And I hope that shows on this podcast. I hope it shows on my Facebook group. I hope it shows on the YouTube channel. They're all free resources. And those resources are to help you start and grow your food truck business. Thank you guys so much for listening to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. If you find all the information helpful to your food truck business, please become a monthly supporter of the podcast. Just hit the support button or follow the link in the description. Every little bit does help keep us going. Join our Facebook group. It's called Food Truck Training. We have a whole bunch of awesome members at all different levels, from brand new beginners to decades-old veterans. They've all got your back when it comes to helping you with your food truck. And again, thank you for listening. Come back tomorrow, because I got plenty more to say when it comes to helping you and your food truck business grow.